The first concept of the American democracy is dignity of the individual. This means that a person has the right to be valued and respected for their own sake. This comes from the Fifth Amendment, where it states that all citizens have the right to life, liberty, and due process under the law. The second concept of the American democracy is equality. This means being in a state of justice, especially in the state of inequality. This comes from the Constitution, and I quote, "Denied to any person in its jurisdiction, the equal protection of the laws." Another important concept of American democracy is citizenship. This means having a relationship between an individual and a state to which the individual owes allegiance, and in turn, the individual is entitled to protection. This comes from Section 1 of Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution. One of the most confusing concepts of American democracy is pathways to citizenship for non-citizens. This means how to become a citizen in the correct way to become one, paperwork and values. Two concepts that go together are majority and minority rule, because they are very important for representation. Majority rule is the will of the people, and majority is the will. This comes from the Constitution and all the laws they have to elect representatives and having the right to vote. Minority rule is when we protect the rights of the few. This comes from many amendments, including the 14th and 19th Amendments, as well as civil rights laws. Another concept is compromise, which means an agreement or a settlement of a dispute when each side gives something up. This comes from representatives and senators who compromise for the smaller states to get equal representation. The most important concept of the American democracy is individual freedom, because this means everyone has the right to do what they want and say what they wish. This comes from the preamble and the First Amendment that gives us freedom of speech, religion, assembly, press, and petition.